Hey y'all, welcome back to Weekly Hyperfixations. It's Riot. This week is literally, there's two whole topics in my notes because because it was the Met Gala yesterday. So that's all that's on the brain, basically. I do have some like Final Fantasy stuff on the brain, so I guess I can get to that first. This week I've really just been hyperfixating on those two things, like looking at past Met Gala looks in preparation for yesterday, and then playing Final Fantasy XIV literally all week. In Final Fantasy XIV, there's this thing called a free company, which is kind of like a club that you have with other players because it's an MMO. And I had been getting like a bunch of FC invites, but from ones that are literally more corporatized, not even a joke. Like there was one that kept sending me a request like literally at least once a day that had a website, and I looked at their website and they had like they had free companies on every server. What? Anyway, so I did end up joining one because someone randomly like helped me with a quest. And then they were like, "Oh, are you also looking for an FC?" And I was like, "Sure." So now I'm in this FC that's like post office themed, which is really cute. And I like it a lot. And I just got a room in the FC house, which means I have like an apartment basically in the FC house, and I've been put in charge of taking care of plants because I play consistently enough that I'm able to do that. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I've been doing all of these quests that are specifically with post Moogles. So like Moogles that I can put a little picture of him up. A post Moogle is just a Moogle that delivers mail. Because you can also like send letters to your in-game friends through mail, and also if you like purchase anything from the online store, it shows up in your mail. But there's a really long set of quests that are all at level 50 that are specifically for post Moogles. And I found out that if you do the entire quest line, they give you like the little post Moogle hat, and they also give you the title of postmaster. And I was like, well, if I'm in an FC where our whole bit is that it's a post office, I'm pretty sure that means I now have to become post office. So I've been doing that, and it's been really fun. It's kind of just taken you all over. It's a lot of travel in game. But it's really fun, and I'm also excited because one of my friends is going to potentially at least do the free trial of the game soon. So I'm very excited about that. Also, I'm making my room in the FC house basically only plants because that is my job in this FC. So I might as well just like really go hard with plants. So that's what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm very, very excited about Final Fantasy XIV. Also, there's supposed to be a new event that should be coming up soon. And I don't think I've ever participated in this one. It's a yearly thing, so I'm excited for that. I don't know how I've never played in May specifically. I guess because when I was first playing it, I was actively doing college, so that would have been around finals, so that's probably why. But I'm excited about it. Whew. Oh, also, in like, I don't know, a week or two maybe? It's the 6th. I think it's 2 weeks from now, I think. 6 plus 14 would be 20. Yeah, it's 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now is auditions for the play that I'm prop master for. I will be also auditioning for it just because prop master is a pretty manageable role on its own, so it wouldn't overload my brain basically to do both. So we'll see. I'm probably going to aim for the character that's from the South because I'm very good at that accent. I mean, I'm good at British accent too, but like I'm not tiny. And the other like young role is supposed to be like a fashion designer, and so I don't think they would want me for that. But I don't know. There's always potential for that. So with that, I believe it's time to yap about the Met Gala for the rest of the fucking episode. Okay. Here are my thoughts. First of all, the theme being tailoring and dandyism is beautiful. And some people very clearly didn't get the memo and didn't read the email and are chronically offline. Because I don't know how you would have missed the mark that badly. I do think there's potential that some of the people who didn't fit the theme thought that tailoring and dandyism, that like you could just wear something that was custom made for you and that would fly. That's not quite it. It was more suiting and dandyism, but okay. There were thankfully there were somehow less men in plain black suit, even though the theme was suiting, at least that were seen on like the main carpet event, unless it was like a guy accompanying a woman. Then usually the woman was dressed like really to theme, and then the guy was just the date, you know? But first and foremost, I think every single person that Burberry dressed ate. I think every single person that Burberry dressed ate. Even though one of them was basically a dude in a suit. Which fucking... Hold on. Let me use my brain cells real quick. Technically, there was one guy that is in the Burberry dress that's in what looks to be a plain suit, but it's like leather. The whole thing is leather. Looks a bit warm, honestly. There was a lot of like paisley patterned velvet, which was really cool. I'm not a huge fan of Cardi B, but the outfit that Burberry made for her was beautiful. And it's somehow I thought it was beautiful, even though it's literally my least favorite shade of green. Well, okay, that's not true. There are worse shades of green, but I do have a personal vendetta with chartreuse. So even then, Angela Bassett's was beautiful. I loved the little cape that she had. Also, just the dark blue is very beautiful. Just every single person that Burberry dressed. La Roche had like almost like a boot cut with the patterned velvet, which was really cool. And then hold on. Oh, also Liu Wen had like a nice, not quite coral version of that patterned velvet suit, but it was really pretty. God, just every single person they dressed looked so good. Daniel Lee looked really good. Love when they put a funky white man in a turtleneck. I don't know who this man is. I don't know who Daniel Lee is. I'm looking at a picture of him. Don't know who that is. Love when they put a funky white man in a turtleneck. Thank you. And then I think the real big huge highlights of anyone that Burberry dressed would definitely be Andre 3000 with his like worker type outfit with the piano strapped to his back. That shit so cool. Really nailing the overall theme. Oh my god. And then the other Burberry piece that I thought was so immaculate. Jodie Turner-Smith had this very big, beautiful leather like coat gown and this very dashing like top hat that was just so cool. And I'm looking at it again and I'm like, that looks so good. Literally yesterday I kept popping in and out of my housemates' rooms and being like, okay, and then now we have this number and this is what it looks like and this is what I think about it and this is how it fits the theme. And it was, oh my gosh, I was so excited the whole time. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta focus. Coleman Domingo had a very cool like blue robe, but I guess pre-event when they had like the choir singing on the gala steps, or on the carpet steps. He was wearing like this blue robe with this like silvery white chest piece, and then underneath it was this beautiful black and white suit. And I'm just so glad that there were less men in plain black suit. I will even take like, oh, what is his name? Why can't I remember his name? Nick Jonas. He technically was wearing a plain white suit, kind of, but had like different collar piece and had like almost like a cummerbund type waist with some large brooches on it, and it looked it was different. It was different than a plain black suit. And god, that's usually the comment people have about a lot of these carpet events is that's just a dude in a plain black suit. Do not want. So I'm glad that even though the theme was literally suiting and dandyism, but literally suit was a part of the theme. I'm glad that everyone stepped up a little. Oh my goodness, there's just so many good. Oh, I'll talk about, here's who I'm talking about later on the pyramid, and that's why I'm not talking about them right now. Doechii, Halle Berry, Damson Idris, Diana Ross, Teyana Taylor, and Jenna Ortega. That's who I'm talking about for the pyramid. Those are the pyramid people. Because like, girl, what? I have a friend, one of my best friends, is really, really into, well, not really, really into, but is starting to get into F1 racing. Because and literally told me that they were trying to get me into F1 racing because there's a very clear pipeline from K-pop fan to F1 fan. Not sure what the connection is there, but Damson Idris definitely got me on that because I sent video of his tearaway racing suit on the gala carpet to my friend and was like, hey, I wasn't hearing you out before. I'm sat now. Tell me the things I need to know. I'm sat now. I'm here. I also just really love a little bit of theater. So when I saw a creative as fuck costume change, I went, God damn, what is this? Give me more of this, actually. Oh, I like didn't put any makeup on for this episode. I was like, I'm just doing it. I'm having a very excitable morning today. I don't know why I'm having an excitable morning today, but I am. And my hair is doing all sorts of things. Woo! Anyway, having quite the day today. But like, I love the tearaway suit. I love the tearaway suit. And just like, I don't, I'm losing my fucking train of thought. The tearaway suit was so cool. Also, the bedazzled helmet, banger. Hey, accessories. Okay, all of my favorite looks. Okay, we're gonna go through them. We have Alton Mason, who had like a very triangle shaped black overcoat, and then underneath was a completely bedazzled suit that looks so much like Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I have had confirmation from posts that Alton put him on his Instagram himself that is intentional. He is supposed to look like Dio. And dude nailed it. We got some Dio in there. We got Zima Blue. Sorry, Giorno. I don't fucking... It's Giorno, not... Okay. I don't know JoJo, I'm sorry. I know like three Joestars. Now I know 4. Oh, 5. I always know Jolene. If anyone's curious, since I'm vaguely on the topic, I don't know anything about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure really, outside of like memes and stuff. I do think my favorite one would be, I believe, Joseph. He's probably, I don't know. He's one where the only pictures I've seen of him, he's wearing like a tank top and jeans, and he looks like the stupidest man on the planet. And I went, that's my favorite one. Clocking it right now. That guy looks like an idiot. So anyways, Alton Mason's very cool outfit with influences from the characters Zima Blue and Giorno. Chef's kiss. Oh my god, it's so cool. Another look I extremely enjoyed was Janelle Monáe's outfit. There was like this cloak, this very boxy cloak that had a picture of a two-sided suit and like holding a bag, like a painting almost. And then, of course, she takes off the cloak and reveals she is wearing a two-sided suit and holding a similar handbag. Beautiful. Love it. Good moment. Natasha Lyonne, I am literally only vaguely familiar with her work, but it's pretty well behaved today, actually. I have pretty uncontrollable hair at times, so to see someone so openly have like big poofy hair, kind of like how Chapel Roan does, to see someone who also doesn't necessarily fit a standard beauty, like the typical beauty standards, and also has really poofy hair, means a lot for me to see. Because the thing I'm probably most conscious of in my day-to-day life is my hair. Because I'm not really worried about the rest of me. Because the rest of me, I know how to make myself look put together. My hair is very difficult. It's been nicer to me lately, but it's still iffy enough that I'm worried about it. So seeing her like boldly different look that doesn't fit the same necessarily beauty standard, I don't even think that her outfit was necessarily on theme. I just like it. My favorite looks are not necessarily ones that fit the theme. Some of them very much so, but I know that some of them are not. Of course, I really liked Chapel Roan's pink suit. It was I really like the patchwork detailing on like the big like coat that it had, and just in general, it's giving Elton John. And I'm a very big Elton John fan, specifically because that man never dressed normal for things. So seeing someone young who has the same aspiration is really great, and I really love that. And also, in this day and age, entertainment is something that the public is going to be clinging to for a while. So seeing stuff like this, I think we are in pretty much good hands, you know? Cynthia Erivo was wearing this beautiful gown that had a really long train that she needed like 7 people to help her with. Oh, and her nails were gorgeous. I'm really glad that it's at the point where, you know, every single event people ask to see her nails now, because they're an accessory to the outfit, really. And they're art on their own. So I'm glad that her nails are getting more attention from the public in general, because, you know, a lot of people see longer nails as maybe unprofessional or unwieldy. But here's Cynthia Erivo, who is doing the mostest, and she can do it with the nails just fine, you know? So I really enjoyed her look. Interestingly enough, first of all, didn't expect Shakira to be there. Also, really liked her outfit. Didn't necessarily seem on theme, but she looked great, so, you know. You know, gotta appreciate a woman who just, like, knows what she looks good in, you know. And then what else do we got? Oh, Megan Thee Stallion, y'all. Megan Thee Stallion, 8 left, no crumbs. I loved her hair. I don't know what was going on there, but it looked great. She also, you're not supposed to have your phone inside the Met Gala event, but she did, and she purposefully snuck her phone in to do like a little video review of the food. Yes, please. It was adorable also. But I'm also just really glad to see that, like, there are celebrities who aren't super stuffy about their jobs. Like, Chappell Roan isn't very stuffy about her job. Megan Thee Stallion isn't very stuffy about her job. They're just like, both Megan Thee Stallion and Doechii are not like super stuffy about their jobs. They're all serious about their jobs, but I mean, they're not afraid to just be like, yeah, I'm also a person, you know? And I do silly and whimsical things kind of deal. So I'm glad to see a lot of that. I'm mentioning him on here because he was on the pyramid last week, I believe. Double checking. Wow, the pyramid last week was a fucking mess. Yeah, he was on the pyramid last week. And also, man in suit, but suit good and not plain suit. Nishuti Gatwa had a very beautiful purple plaid. And I liked it a lot. It was fairly simple design, standard suit design, as far as I can tell. Very to the point, but very unique in comparison to like a plain black suit. Also looked dashing as hell. So obviously. And then again, Andre 3000 with the piano on his back was so cool. Like, first of all, every picture I've seen of him really nails the theme, because he did just look like a dude who was hired to carry a piano up some stairs. Obviously, he looked quite fancy, but like at the same time, didn't. And that really, I think, helped capture the theme. So, oh my goodness. We're gonna move on to the pyramid. Sorry, this episode's literally about two different things, mostly just the Met Gala. Y'all, the title of this week's video is gonna be short. First up on the pyramid, we have Jenna Ortega. She is on the pyramid because, oh my god, genius moment. The theme was tailoring, suiting, and dandyism, so she literally wore a dress made out of metal rulers because of the theme being about tailoring. 10 out of 10. Also, I love me an art piece look that purposefully, like, is more art than clothes. Like, she still looked comfortable. I would be nervous to wear a dress made out of that many moving metal parts. But, yeah, I just really love, like, past years, I really liked Zendaya's, like, suit of armor look. Gaga's look, where she had, like, 6 different looks in one outfit. Things that push the boundary between a haute couture and a costume. Love pushing that boundary. And that's why I really liked Jenna Ortega's outfit. Also, it was quite simple, which was nice because it somehow hit like every box for me. I just loved it. Next up on the pyramid, oh my gosh, is Teyana Taylor. Y'all, this fit ate so hard. It had the boxy high shoulders, red and black, and a cape, and it just looked so good. It looked very, like, almost in a little bit of a way, it looked a little bit vampiric because it was all red and black and drapey, but also it looked very mob boss-esque. And the hat had one of those, like, feather type trims hanging off of it, and just, like, the little cane, and oh, it was to die for. It's beautiful. So that's why Teyana Taylor's on the pyramid. All of the people who are on the pyramid this week are on the pyramid due to their outfits at the Met Gala, because they are all people who attended the Met Gala. Next up is Diana Ross. Diana Ross is on the pyramid because, first of all, she had not been to the Met Gala since 2003. I was 2 years old last time she went to the Met Gala. Actually, what day is it? Yeah. I turned 2 years old basically when she last went to the Met Gala. I'm 24 now. So it's been a hot minute. She had a really, really long white train, and, like, or actually I think it may have just been her, like, coat thing that had the really long train on it, but it was beautiful. Such a stunning return, by the way, to the Met Gala. Like, I saw a picture of what she wore in the 2003 Met Gala. That's like a dress that someone would consider like a clubbing outfit today. So, like, we've come so far, you know? And oh, she just looked gorgeous. Next up on the pyramid, to no surprise of mine, is Damison Idris, because that tearaway moment with the white suit that looks like the F1 racing suit and the bedazzled helmet, tear away the white suit to reveal red suit underneath. Oh, it was beautiful. I loved it. It was a big impact. It was a beautiful moment. I loved it. Great entrance to a Met Gala. I don't know if this is his first Met Gala. If it is, perfect first Met Gala, actually. Outfit wise. So that's why he's on the pyramid. Next up on the pyramid is the absolute goddess that she is, Halle Berry. It's Halle Berry, y'all. I can't listen. She looked gorgeous. And then on top of that, that's the storm that I grew up with. So that's my goddess as far as I'm concerned. She looked stunning. And hey, I forgot that I meant what I said when almost every single person who has played an X-Men is hot. Like out of the original X-Men and through like First Class. Hey, forgot most of them were hot. And I mean all of them. I'm of the opinion that someone who does not classify that way, to me, in my opinion of what is hot, I don't like Hugh Jackman. So, yeah, that's why I say almost, because Hugh Jackman is not included on that list. Is he the only person who's not included on that list? I think so, actually. Well, I don't really like Jennifer Lawrence that much, but she is pretty. Like, I can't deny that. I just don't like Hugh Jackman in particular. Which is interesting, due to my track record. I don't know. He's done enough things that I find disagreeable. But anyways, Halle Berry's on the pyramid because she's a goddess and she's beautiful. That's the tweet. Halle Berry, everyone. Number one on the pyramid, and has been number one on the pyramid multiple times, is Doechii. An absolute slay of a look. Loved the off-white Yves Saint Laurent suit top, and then the shorts, and then the maroon bow tie. And I say it like that because it's not a bow tie. It is a tie. It's just like a bow. I don't know what the word, like the categorization difference is between a normal bow tie and this. And then the unlit cigar, crazy work. Also the detail of the like liquid latex raised Yves Saint Laurent logo on the cheek. She is nailing this theme, y'all. Also just looked so good. Listen, Doechii's been slaying ever since, 5 years ago when she got laid off and then decided to just start going for it. She's been slaying ever since. And this is further proof that she's slaying. God. And it was her Met Gala debut, so nailed it. Absolutely killed it. That's the whole pyramid, y'all. Everyone looked too damn good. Should I be so lucky one day as to attend any kind of event that's even remotely close to this, y'all would never hear the end of it. I'll be so real. Y'all would never hear the end of it. Yeah. That's all I got for y'all this week. Literally just some Final Fantasy XIV updates and then nothing but Met Gala. Shout out again to Burberry. I think overall, in terms of brands, I think Burberry dressed the most people the best. If you were to quantify and qualify it, I do think Burberry surpassed this year. It was absolutely beautiful. And also I got to have Halle Berry brought back into my awareness. Don't know how she got out of my awareness. She's not leaving it again, but the goddess, y'all. That'll be all this week. Have a good one, y'all. It's getting warm out, at least where I am. And it's past graduation season for colleges, so if you graduated, congratulations, you're free now. I've had a couple friends who graduated this year, so it's fun to see. have a great rest of your week, y'all, and I'll see you next week. Definitely we'll have more topics on the pyramid next week. This week was just functionally a Met Gala episode, so maybe just each year we will have a designated Met Gala episode, because it does it, you know, every year. So I'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Thank you so much for watching again. Viewer driven channel, honestly. And I thank you for that. So I'll see y'all next week. Bye.